Maybe. Welcome back, TCG Sports. Today we have a really awesome person to talk to today. I'm very excited. I'm sure he's excited. Um, I got my main man, Pete. How's it going, buddy?
It's going great. I'm excited to be back home and to get back with my family after the 2024 season, and it's exciting to come home with a ring.
How does it feel to be a champion, man?
It feels great. In the moment you win the championship, and then you wake up the next day and you're back to doing what you've been doing. So it's just a constant pursuit of greatness, and the championship is just one day that you get to reward yourself and see and finally see that your hard work and dedication pays off. So it feels great.
I gotta ask, man. How did your grandma take the news that you guys have won the championship?
She was so excited. She's been with me through this journey since I was a little kid. She's always been supporting me and been there for me, and has seen my ups and downs in my football career. So when we do win and there is success, she feels the same sort of feeling that I feel. So she's really excited.
That's awesome. How's the off season going for you so far?
So far so good. It's week 2 now, so I'm getting started on my off-season training, my weight training, and my speed training. I got everything planned out as far as getting ready to come back in February for camp. We're gonna start a little earlier this year, so it's just getting all my trainers and everything in place and getting on that grind again.
That's awesome. So the game that did you expect the game to be the blowout that it was?
I did. I knew we were going to come in and put on a show for the Wheeling fans. I knew going in after the playoff game how we came together and we rallied around the quarterback that filled in for Grant. Since we were able to do that against a tough opponent like the Jersey Bearcats, I knew that once we get Grant back, I knew it was going to be a victory for sure, especially by the amount of points that we won.
Now, during that championship game with Peach State, I noticed that tensions were really high between everybody. How were you guys able to control your emotions and keep yourselves in check for do what you guys had to do?
I think because we knew we were champions, we knew why we were there, we knew what kind of team we were and what kind of players we are. So we didn't let that chatter, we didn't let that trash talk get to us because we knew what we were, and we knew what we brought to the table. So we didn't let anything on the outside disrupt what we were as a team and how we have come together over these last couple months.
It seemed at the beginning of the game they were kind of keeping up with you guys, and then all of a sudden it just seemed like Coach Rez let you guys off your leash. What happened? What did you guys do to just absolutely take off?
It's arena football, so your opponent's always going to get one on you. You can't stop every play, and they will get you sometimes. It's football. They have good athletes too. But as the game progressed, we're going to get more than we're going to get them more than they get us. So I think as the game progressed, you saw that the lead just slowly started to pull away. So maybe in the beginning it looked like it was close, but we knew it wasn't close. And as the time ticked and the quarters went on and the minutes went on, it just we started to pull away. So I think that's what it is. It comes down to it's arena football, and they're going to get theirs once in a while, and it's just you're going to keep throwing your punches, and eventually you're going to knock them out.
Can you walk us through how the what you were feeling the final seconds of that game?
I was actually telling the coach, let me go out for another pass, and he was like, "No, we're good, we're good, we won." So I was still juiced up. I wanted to continue to play, and um, and just put more points on the board. But in those final seconds, it was great being on the field and hearing the countdown from the announcer, and then seeing Coach Rez and a big smile on his face. We actually did this. We won the championship, and we kind of brought what he said into reality. Like we realized what he said. He said we were going to win. He said we were going to be here. He said what we were going to do, and we did everything that he said. we were going to do. So that kind of came to fruition, right? That's the word. At that point when the clock was counting down.
Um, so how was the coaches in the locker room during this game? Like, what were they telling you guys during halftime and like after the championship game was won?
There was some words I can't say on the interview, but mainly they were telling us to keep the foot on the gas and that we show the people where we're going and what wheeling miners are about and send these guys home. That's really what it was. It was to say that show them you're professional football players, you're professional arena football players, and show them the talent that we have and the work that we put in, and send these guys back on a bus back to Georgia. That was the overall message at halftime or in the locker room.
That's awesome. So next year you guys are moving to the NAL. How do you feel about the league change?
I'm really excited about the league change. I think it's a good opportunity for the city of Wheeling to really get around us because now we're going to play teams that have fan bases just as big as ours. We're going to play teams that are just as good as we are, and we're going to come out definitely victorious a lot of those games for sure. And I think it's a good opportunity for a lot of us as players because the goal as a football player, anything you do in life, any profession, is always to get to that highest level. And that NAL is that next step. So that's how I look at my career. That's how I look at life. If I'm always taking steps forward and always progressing, to me, that's positive, and that means you're winning in life. So the fact that we're moving into the NEL and Wheeling and the minors and we're going up to the NEL, it's a victory and it's a win for the whole team and the city and the Ohio Valley.
With the NAL, there are teams like the Omaha Beef and the what Columbus
Yeah, we got
something.
the Columbus
The Columbus
Lions.
Lions, yeah.
Yeah, like how do you think you guys are gonna stand up to these teams?
We're gonna beat them. I believe that they're no different than us. They're football players. They got talent just like we got talent. They got guys that played at the same level. We got guys that came from D1, D2, some JUCO. They put their pants on one leg at a time. They're no different from us, and we have the talent. I think we have the coaches for sure, and I don't see it's going to be an issue this year. I think we're going to put on a real good show, and I think we're gonna win these games coming up
Yeah, from
next
the
spring.
short time that I've watched the minors, like I can tell that you guys have that next level mentality. Like you guys are absolutely 100% on the gas pedal all the time, and like that is just great to see. Uh, Coming from a brand new team to come in and just like show like, hey, we're here, we're not going anywhere anytime soon. Like how does it feel to be just that team to bring a whole community together and like, hey, we're here, we're going for the next thing, next step.
It's a great feeling. I feel like as a team, coaching staff and players, a lot of guys maybe have been underlooked in their career, maybe never got the shot they were looking for. So I think that mentality, like we're here, is that mentality that we all carry because we all want to prove ourselves, and maybe we never had that shot to prove ourselves, or never given that opportunity, or some circumstance didn't allow us to, or maybe us ourselves, maybe we got in our own way. So us here in Wheeling, the whole team and organization, that that we're here to stay and we're here to continue to move on and be a dominant team in the arena, um, just arena football in general. I think we all carry that kind of attitude and we all carry that swagger with us. And that's that feeling that we all have. Like, we have something to prove and we're playing for something that's bigger than us in a way. We all want to be the best. We all want to beat the best, and that's what we're doing here at Wheeling.
So you guys definitely have that wheeling feeling, right?
Yeah, definitely a Wheeling feeling.
I gotta ask you, the absolute MVP, Grant, like how did he command the locker room and how it propelled you guys through the season?
Just like to me, he's somebody that's like a mentor almost, like somebody that like a leader, very calm. You look to him like we haven't had too many tough games because what we were beating a lot of teams, but Grant was somebody that was like you can always lean on. You can always count that he was going to be in the right spot. He was going to tell you, if you're off, and he does it in a way that's not talking down to you. He does it in a way that's encouraging, and that like he's here with you. And and if he's kind of like a team first guy, where the team's not doing good, then he's not doing good. And he's that kind of quarterback. He doesn't isolate himself from the team. He doesn't say that if I do good and you guys suck. There's none of that. It's if he does good, we're gonna do good, and if we don't do good, he's not doing good. Like it's we're together, and that's the kind of quarterback that Grant is, and I think that's what makes Grant Grant, just his overall like character and leadership as a quarterback, bringing everybody together.
Uh, Man, I gotta ask you, man. Like, how in the world do you make some of these catches that you make in these games?
It's to be honest, I don't know. I can't really tell you. I think it's just repetition and just playing football for 18 years. I mean, you see the ball and you go get the ball, and you just see the ball, you see that white ball spinning in the arena, and you go grab it, and then that's it, and you get your first down, you get your catch. I mean, there's not much to it. I mean, there's a lot to it in practice and in preparation, training, and watching with your eyes and positioning your hands and training. But in the game, there's nothing to it. You don't think about it. You just go out there and you make your play.
Now, I know, I know we've discussed this before, but I kind of want to bring it up again. The game against the playoff game against the Jersey Bearcats, you had a crazy catch on the sideline, and you happened to fall into the lap of my buddy Troy. How was that one?
It was great. I mean, it's one of the best feelings for me. I'm 25 years old, and I mean, I'm young, so I haven't really. I mean, I experienced a lot, but then at the same time, I haven't probably experienced nothing compared to people that are old and have done a lot more than me. But in my 25 years of experience, making a catch like that is one of the best feelings. When you catch that football and you get up and you realize you caught that ball. There's no other feeling better than that. And you get up and you point for the first down, or you do a celebration with your teammates. I mean, it is one of the best feelings, and it's kind of like an addiction in a way. That's why I love football. That's why I continue to play football too, because I haven't found anything that's given me that feeling. Like when you make big plays and get the crowd going, there's nothing more fulfilling and gives you that adrenaline rush like making those plays do.
Well, on that note, adrenaline, man. Like, is your adrenaline still pumping after that championship run?
I'm good now because it's been about a little over a week now, I think, and I think now my mind's focused on excuse me again, it's focused more on training and getting ready now for February because we have I think it's 6 months until February comes around, but those 6 months go by fast. So you're trying to make improvements in your speed and your strength, and you're trying to become an overall better football player. And not just for the NAL and for the Wheeling Miners, but hopefully one day maybe you get that shot. Maybe Pittsburgh Steelers end up, because since they're down the street, maybe they come to a game and they see something. So my mind's focused on that, getting ready, becoming the best receiver that I can be. Excuse me again. And I'm coming in February ready to go and making a statement this year because I think this year is a big year not only for me but for Wheeling. So my mind is focused on that now. The championship, I celebrated it for Sunday after, and I maybe like Monday, Tuesday, I celebrated with my family when I got home. But now it's back to the grindstone. Now it's back to work. That's in the past now. Now I'm looking for the future. I'm focused on today.
I gotta ask if you had the chance for any team in the NFL to take you, who would you want to draft you or pick you up?
Um, I would love to play for the Giants because I'm a Jersey guy and I grew up, 30 minutes from the stadium, and they play in Jersey, so it should be the Jersey Giants. But I mean, I'll play for any team. I'd love to play in Philly too, or even Pittsburgh. But I love to play for the Giants just because the fact that if I can get on that field and I can get all my family, my uncles, my mom, my dad, my grandparents, they all live right around the stadium. So it would be like one of the best feelings, one of the best moments in my career to have my family come to MetLife and watch me play. It would be the best. It would make everything. It would make the whole football journey come together because it's not just my journey. It's a journey with my family, my parents, my grandparents, because they've all had a hand in my journey. So if I ever had that opportunity to play at MetLife and for them to come to the stadium and watch me, it'd be the best.
Um, with the college football season coming up relatively soon, I gotta ask, what do you think? What do you think about the college football season? Like, who's taking it all the way this year?
I mean, obviously you got your Bama, LSU, Georgia. You got those guys, but you know what? Texas. Who won it this year? Was it You had Washington and
Michigan.
Michigan. Yeah, so I I don't know who I haven't followed it this much this year as far as like who the players are and like what coaches move where because I'm in arena football right now, so I'm kind of focused. I'm all about arena now. I still keep an eye on the outdoor game, but kind of focus on where I'm at. I want to be the best at that, and when I do get my chance, I'll go back to focus on outdoor. But I just want to see good football. I love watching any kind of football. So if it's Michigan again, or Washington, or Texas, LSU, or Alabama, doesn't matter to me. It's all good football.
And I can't wait to see what you guys bring next season for sure. I know uh, that this offense of the Miners is going to be absolutely explosive.
This year with the NAL, we're gonna have the two high motions. So how we had one high motion with the receiver that can start like 10 yards back or honestly, however far back he wants to start. He can run up. He has a free motion. This year or this 2025 season, so next year, you have two receivers in high motion. So you can you can cross, you can go together. So this going to open up the playbook a lot, and the linebackers are able to drop back in coverage. So it's going to change the game. So it's actually going to open up the run game a little bit. So you might see like us receivers getting the ball more. Maybe you can also have four receivers split out. Where in this league we're in now, you had to have I think a running back in the backfield. So Rez being the offensive minded guy he is, I'm sure he's going to put keep the base plays the same, but I'm sure he's going to add and have a lot of fun adding different things in with that two motion and keep and being able to put the back out and that kind of stuff. So I'm really excited. It's going to be definitely it's going to be fun. It's going to be high scoring. It's going to be fast, hard hitting football. That the Ohio Valley is known for.
Uh, do you see with the NAL? Do you see these games being closer than they were
Yeah.
this year?
Oh yeah, they'll definitely be way closer. Because like I said, it's arena football. They're gonna hit you, and you got to hit them back, and it's gonna be back and forth. It's gonna be like that all the way to the end. And guys we're playing now. Everybody's playing. Everybody's playing to win. Everybody's playing to be the best or to make the next level or whatever it is. So it's not gonna be easy. I could tell you that. But I know we're ready. I know we have the pieces. I know we have the players and the coaches. It's just about putting it together and showing up on that Saturday, whatever day we play during the week, and putting it together and winning. And I think we can do that more times than not.
I gotta ask, for your off season, like your workouts, like how do you go about like how do you plan your workouts for the off season and get ready for the next season?
Well, I focus on what I'm trying to improve. So for me, I'm always trying to improve my athletic ability. So get stronger, develop power, and develop speed. So I have a strength coach and I have a speed coach that I coordinate with. And I will program my strength and my speed training. Not like now since it's the off season, we may do a little more hypertrophy work with the weight training. We may work a little more acceleration with the speed, and then slowly get into less volume with the weights and less volume with the running and go more into top speed as we get to the season. And then I have my receiver coach where I continue to keep my routes sharp, and then also the mental side, mentally preparing myself to me, I think a lot of it is, sometimes you may think that you're not good enough, you may think you lack something, but you really have what it takes. You just have to mentally tell yourself that and be able to put that on the field week after week and be that consistent player. So I think for me, the mental side is another component that I'm going to I work on, and that's just watching film. That's just a constant belief in myself, in my workouts, how I train, how I live my daily life. It's just a constant, like every day getting up, trying to be the best and not letting little things bother me and making sure that, I pay attention to detail and I give everything my best. So that mental side is something that you train every day, not just on the field, but off the field and everything you do. So those are three things: my strength, my speed, my mental game, and keep up with my skills. That's kind of how I categorize everything.
Appreciate that. So what is the one thing that you were looking forward to next season?
I'm looking forward to the games and the fans and being involved in the community and being a part of a real professional team and having that experience to just focus on football and practice every day and get in the weight room again with the team and the film during the season and being part of the community. Like I'm really excited to see the fans come out, and if we can sell out the West Banco Arena, it'd be a lot of fun. That's what I'm excited about.
And I mean, you guys got a really awesome fan base right now, and I know while I was there during that championship game, man, I could barely hear anything. Like play, I want like how is it to play underneath like a crowd that is absolutely behind you 100%?
It's like playing with like a ninth man because right, arena football is 8 man. So that crowd's like the ninth man because it's kind of when they're on offense, the crowd gets louder and they can't hear the snap the opposing team's offense. And then when we're on offense, the crowd's real quiet and it's like an advantage to us. So it's like it's your advantage. It's an advantage. It is 100% an advantage to play at home and to have a fan base as crazy as we have and as passionate as we have it, and they bring that love to West Banco and they bring that love for us. And we have I remember a couple fans like getting into it with the Peach State players. They're pointing at them. They're saying like, "Yeah, you suck. Yeah, this, you that. Go back to Georgia." But like that helps. All that little stuff, that mental stuff gets the opposing team out of the game. And you saw it in Jersey in the playoff game. I mean, they were fumbling snap after snap. And that was a close game. And I think that helped us a lot because it got them out of their game. When we needed that. We needed Jersey to mess up a few times and bobble a few snaps to give us to give us the ball back and give us an advantage, to win the game. So it's great playing within that crowd because they help you out. They don't they're not loud when you don't want them to be loud. They're loud when you need them to be loud, and they're quiet when you need them to be quiet. So it's just like playing with a ninth man, basically.
So if the shoe was on the other foot and you guys are going to, I call it enemy territory, and they're super loud, like how do you guys compose yourself to overcome the noise?
I mean, I'm not sure. To be honest, I can't tell you because I haven't been in that situation yet. I mean, I played in some loud arenas. I played against FAU and FAU in college. They had a crazy arena. I played against Temple at the link. So I played at where the Eagles play. So I played in some big arenas, but I never played in an arena that's so tight, like as the arena game is played in. Typically, an outdoor stadium is, it's just huge. So it's just a different world. You feel like in an outdoor stadium, you feel like you're like on this little planet because you have this big stadium that kind of engulfs the field. But in an arena, everything's so close. So it's a new experience. And my first time being in a loud crowd was at West Banco. We didn't have any opponents that had the crowd that we had. So it's going to be something new, and I'm sure I'll be able to respond because I'm an athlete, and that's part of being a football player, being an athlete is being able to respond to different environments. So I don't know how we're gonna do, but I do know like we're gonna respond and we're gonna do our best to make adjustments when that time is needed, when we can't hear the snap or whatever it is.
Now, when you got home, did you get some of the grandma's world famous cooking?
Not yet. I haven't got her cooking yet. I haven't actually seen her yet. It's been what, like I said, a week and a few days. So I think tomorrow I'm gonna go up and see her, but I haven't had a chance. The thing is, I with the off season, I'm on a diet. Like I have a specific like diet that I follow throughout the week. Maybe one day a week or one meal a week, I might cheat and have a little something that's off the plan. So I can't go to my grandma's house every day and have her food because it's all olive oil and cheeses and different kinds of meats and bread. So definitely puts the weight on you. So if I was like a linebacker or something, or like a fullback or whatever lineman, I might go up to my grandma's a few more times. But as a receiver, I got to keep that lean and mean physique, keep that speed, but that strength too. So I'm gonna go see her when I put like a few more good solid days and maybe a week or two in this off-season training. Maybe I'll take one afternoon off and go up for a meal.
Awesome, man. I appreciate you coming on and talking to us. Like every time we talk to you, it's an absolute crazy experience. Like you are an absolutely amazing player, and like I've talked to your parents. They're absolutely amazing people too. Like we have much love for you guys.
Thank you for the support and the love. It means a lot that we have people that are looking in and see the work that we put in, and I'm a football player, so when I have guys like you that follow sports and know sports, and you say he's a ball player, he could play the game, it means a lot, and I really appreciate that. I appreciate you guys more than you know.
Now I know we're gonna be up at the training camp, so we better see that dog in you up there, because
Trust me,
we'll
I'll
be
be there
on
ready
you
to
if you're
go.
not.
Be there ready to go February. Don't have to worry about that.
But Pete, I know you want to spend some time with your family. I'm not gonna take too much more of your time. Is there anything you want to say to the viewers before we wrap it up here?
I just not much, nothing particular, but I just want everybody to know, I hope you guys are ready March, the first week of March. I believe that's our first game because we're gonna come out there and we want to show everybody that we belong in the NAL. And also I just want to say I appreciate anybody watching and the fans, because without that there is no Wheeling Miners and there is no um, professional football, right? Because you have to have fans. So the fact that we have fans and we have opponents and stuff, it gives me a chance to be a professional football player. So I just want to thank everybody that's supporting and watching.
Thank you. I appreciate you taking time out of your day to talk to us. And TCG Sports, hey, this has been Pete, man. One of the best wide receivers that I've ever met in my lifetime. That's my
Thank you.
opinion. I'm going to say it no matter what. So, I appreciate everything from everybody. Appreciate you, Pete. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I hope you have a great off season as well.
Thank you guys. Thank you so much.
Okay.